So, I've been waiting for this game for a pretty long time. If you didn't know, Stray is a brand new game from Blue 12 Studio and is released by Annapurna Interactive and is available on the PS4 and on Steam. I first learned about this game via a crowdfunding site in, I swear, like 2017, 2016. I can't rightly remember if it was a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe, but it was in development for a long, long time. And I've been itching to play it with my cat lover sister ever since I discovered it was in development. Little side note here, I was going to get it as a gift for my sister, but I've just been waiting so long for this game that I literally just bought it for myself and was like, I'll share it with you, I'll share it with you. So this has turned more into a personal purchase than anything. Yeah, anyway, that's just a side tangent. A little bit about the game. It centers around a cat wandering around a dystopian robot version of what I can only assume is Japan. The mystery involves finding a way out of the city to the outside, to where it is assumed that the last of humanity tried to escape before some ominous demise. Robots in the game seem to have mimicked humanity in their mannerisms and lifestyle, even though they would have little need for things like food and that much shelter. There are restaurants with remnants of dishware and bars with drinks, a pool table, and even a jukebox. There's even a side mission where you have to find as many vending machines as you can to collect free items. It is extremely atmospheric, and the cyberpunk style aesthetic is such a vibe. It's the perfect game to play while it's raining outside and you have to stay in. That said, that's just a small idea of what the setting in the world is like. But it's so much more than that. It's incredibly immersive, like most open world adventure games that are popular. But one of the cool things that I noticed almost immediately is that while you play as the cat protagonist, there are levels, objects, and Easter eggs that are just there for you to do cat-like shit. Hiding and napping in small enclosed areas, random objects to play with, things to scratch and explore that have no other function than to just scratch and explore, and lots and lots and lots of levels to jump up on. And they don't actually lead anywhere super important, but they just give you a better vantage point of the devastatingly beautiful details of the world. Speaking of, there's a dynamic camera movement to better survey your surroundings and any potential danger. This is where I had some trouble. You see, I'm not a very good gamer. In fact, I haven't consistently played games for a majority of my life. I grew up on computer games that my parents bought me for educational purposes, like typing tutor and language learning software and like the old Jumpstart games. I don't have a PlayStation, I have a PC and a dream. Games that don't make me rage quit right away. I like to play things like RPGs and puzzle games with a narrower learning curve when it comes to the controls. If it takes me a while to get used to the way the controls work in the game, it's not good for me. Don't believe me? Here are some examples of when I started this game in particular. You might also be thinking, Why not just stream this game live and get some pointers from actual gamers? Well, I tried that, and many times over. Here's an example.
Whoa, what's going on? We're glitching. I did this before. Alright, we're going over here.
So, my PC can't handle the amount of video all at once to live stream, play, and use my model. So, this was the option I was left with, which I'm not entirely mad about, but I was so angry in the beginning trying to get this live stream to work. I started the game hopeful and filled with the anticipation that only comes from waiting for something for close to 6 years, hoping that it didn't crash on me. Once it started working better, I had to figure out the controls again, and again. But it was in the tutorial phase, the most important part for someone like me. Once I was able to jump, walk, play, scratch, drink from a puddle, huddle, nap, most importantly, meow, press B to meow. The plot finally began. And oh boy, if you love cats, it's a hard one to watch.
Long live the king.
I'm gonna cry. Oh no. So once you end up in what I can only assume is the sewers, and no, not those sewers, you are introduced to the Dark City and the Zerks. You don't want to mess with these little motherfuckers.
Bunch of them.
Oh yeah, they may look cute and squishy from the outside, but no.
Run away from them.
They are bad, bad news. Up until the time of publishing this video, the Zerks are set up as the main antagonists of the game, and the one thing to be feared and avoided above all else. They're able to eat and chew through anything, even the friendly robots fear them, as they can obviously chew through various metals as well. Once you make it past those jerks, which took me, again, a frickin' while, make it to an alley where you see a dying robot, and you start seeing more signs that lead you to find help. While scouring the lower level cityscapes, you are being watched by various surveillance cameras. They actually nod at you. They acknowledge your presence and seem to be trying to communicate that they are leading you to help. It's almost like the last remnant of robots are trying to escape the grubby slums of the city and are in need of an organic being to kickstart some events to reignite the deathly mission to the fabled outside. But I won't say any more about the plot, and I'm not done with the game yet. So as of this video, these are only my theories and what I've gleaned from wandering around the world and seeing what I can. There are more elements and characters to cover, but I don't want to spoil any more of the game, at least until part 2 of what I can only think of as this video series on the game Stray.
Thank you so much for watching the video, part 1 of my video review series, Stray. I will make another part once I've gotten a bit further into the game, but for now, I want to shout out some other awesome creators who've helped me with this series: Yazora, Zaldin Prime, Ghost River, as well as many others. I also have a book coming out later this year, so if you want to know more about that, go to my website linked in the description below to get updates on the progress. And if you're feeling zesty, subscribe to my monthly mailing list over on Substack under the title Brain Velcro to get some cool exclusive content, news, and deals. Thanks for the support. SL Punk signing off.